Indigenous round in the SANFL, and West Adelaide and Sturt with different looking Guernseys in this match, and West Adelaide celebrating 30 years since they beat Sturt in a grand final in 1983. Since then, 14 wooden spoons between the clubs, but right now Westies look like very much premiership contenders and the double blues look like bottom of the ladder stuff.
Yeah, there really was a gulf between the two teams in today's game, where West Adelaide dominated the inside football, was certainly too hard and too tough, and the smaller Sturt bodies really couldn't respond to it. In really trying conditions, some of those bigger bodied West Adelaide midfielders really dominated this game.
Some curious decisions in the match. You saw Ben McCready celebrating a goal then as he reeled out of a pack. He actually got a free kick and then had to go back and do that again and kick the goal. Now, the only goal for Sturt in the first half, and their first of the game, came at the 24-minute mark of the second term, but by then they were really struggling. There's no doubt about that. Around the ball, West Adelaide was dominant, and in the third quarter they really did seal the deal. They only kicked 3 goals. They managed 3 goals, 6 in the third quarter to nothing from the double blues.
Yeah, really trying conditions in the first half where we had consistent rain, and then it started to open up and dry out a little bit, and West Adelaide really were able to show their class and get some real scoreboard pressure back on the double blues, and they ran away with the game at the end, and it was a really good percentage booster for them and should give them a lot of confidence for the rest of the year. They played a tough, hard, uncompromising football, which will serve them really well in finals footy when they match up against some of the heavyweights in the competition.
As you said, it dried out in the last quarter, 4 goals to 1 for West Adelaide in that last quarter, and they did finish on strong, and they led by 12 points at quarter time, by 16 at half time, by 40 at three-quarter time, and they did the business by 56 points. And the statistics, well, can you make much of those to say a case for Sturt was in the game at all?
No, not really. You look at the centre breaks and the clearances, they generally got smashed around in that area. Just thought they overused the footy a little bit too much. 1.5 to 1 handball, I think, ratio is too high, given the conditions. And even West Adelaide was a little bit that way. But certainly the inside 50s heavily favoured the Bloods, and they thoroughly deserved their victory.
They won their past 5 over the double blues, and they celebrate their 10th win of the season, West Adelaide.
Happy team at Westies, hey! We're the mighty blood and touch. We love our club and we play to win. Riding the bumps with the grin at Westies. Come what may find us striving. Teamwork is the thing that counts. 4, 3, 2, 1 for all and all for one. The way we are.